little bit about maybe some of the receivers that you studied through your career to make you a better wide receiver?
That's funny. I just texted the one of our media guys to actually make me a cut up of Jamal Adams today. I usually study Jamal, Julio, Keenan, um, AJ Green, Nelson Aguilar. Just a lot of receivers that I watched during the game, and the ones I've learned their names throughout the years I've been here. I just usually watch a lot of clips from them and try to implement that. Maybe watch some of my old teammates when I'm watching film on other teams, see what they do, and try to implement that type of stuff to my game.
Did you mean Devontae Adams?
Oh yeah, sorry, Devontae.
Okay.
Yes, I'm thinking of someone else.
And as a receiver, I don't know if you watch the other team, but do you have an appreciation of how good Alabama's receivers are?
Yeah, I do. Before I got on this call, I was just on another call from TSN with my one of my childhood friends, John Metchie. We grew up together back home, so I just had a Skype call with him. So yeah, I do.
Nicholas Hill.
Josh, in film study this week, looking at this Alabama defense, just what is some of the stuff that stands out to you in this matchup this weekend?
Um, just their competitiveness and their discipline. It's the SEC, so we're gonna go up against great opponents every week. But particularly with Alabama, they're they work as one. They're one unit. So we just have to focus on limiting mistakes and taking advantage of what we have and what they give us.
Patrick Brown, then back to Jimmy.
Josh, you mentioned that you know John Metchie. Kind of how far back does that relationship go? And I guess what's it kind of going to be like playing on opposite sides on Saturday?
Yeah, I told the Dave on TSN earlier that I don't remember the time where I actually met John, because I've just always known him since Pee Wee, playing for the Brampton Bulldogs. So, um, but it's great. John moved when he was in high school, and I moved when I was in high school. He moved a lot earlier than I did, but just to see how much he's grown and how much he's improved is, makes me happy to see, especially when he's balling out on the teams. We're not gonna talk that much this week, but after that, we'll get back on good terms.
So even after you guys moved, you guys still always stayed in touch?
Yeah, we've been in group chats with our other friends back home. We're like maybe 6 of us in the group chat, so we're always in constant communication.
Josh, what was your mood when you walked off the field at Neyland Stadium after the Kentucky game?
I was disappointed. There was a lot of frustration, but that's over with. So all we could do is look back on that and improve what we need to do. We came back to the facility on Sunday, practiced and ironed out all the wrinkles, and we're just attacking this day and attacking each day and attacking this week. If you want to win, you got to win throughout the week.
I wonder if you learned any lessons from last year, because you got off to a tough start and then you rebounded and ended up with an 8-win season. Were there lessons from last year that you can apply right now?
Yeah, I would say it's just that the hunger and determination to win. You know, the way we started last season was unfortunate. The previous 2 weeks were unfortunate. So now we just have to come together as a unit and just strike and just go all out. That's all we have to do, and act as one and limit mistakes.
Eric Kane and Wes Rucker.
Hey, Josh, sorry if you've already been asked this, but how have the quarterbacks responded this week in practice? What have you seen from that group this week in practice, obviously heading into another big game?
Work, they just been working hard, staying after practice, putting up more throws, working on drops, working on plays. And it's great to see them. It's great to see their hunger and their passion for the game. So, we trust in all the quarterbacks, and, we have faith in everybody on our team. So, when the time comes, we just have to go and take it.
Wes?
Josh, I know that you probably speak only for yourself and not for Metchie, but how much pride do y'all have in being from Canada and sort of, maybe being a place you can put your hometown and your province and your nation on the map? I know there's a CFL up there, but it's not maybe the same thing. How much pride do y'all have in being from where you are?
A lot of pride. Like I told Dave earlier, I don't. Um, I didn't really think about it a lot because I was so focused on being in the moment, focused on becoming a better player, becoming a better receiver, how I can help my team. But when you put into that perspective, um, that we're young receivers out of Canada and really putting our city on the map, it's exciting and we embrace it a lot.
Nick Kield and Jimmy Himes.
Josh, how would you assess the growth of the receiving core from the beginning of the season to now?
We're growing upwards. There's always different things that we need to improve on. I personally always look for things that I need to improve on from week to week. Whenever I watch film on other teams, I always go back and watch film on what we did last week and how we can implement the changes that we have to make. So, it's constant growth. It's not just you grow and then you stop. It's something that you have to keep doing every week.
Whenever Jerry Garantano has some struggles, do you go and talk to him to try to keep him from getting too down on himself?
Yeah, in the moment, no, because there's a lot of people trying to get at him. So, I have trust in JG, so I trust that he can figure it out in the moment. But after off the field, I try to have conversations with him.
What are those conversations like?
That'd be a little personal.
Okay. How do you think he's responded this week?
Great. He's been the front runner of rallying the quarterbacks together, coming out for extra work. So, he's faced what he had, and he came back to the team and said he's going to be better. So now we want to see him ball
out. Patrick.
Josh, you guys have been having these scrimmages during Sunday's practice for some of the younger guys. I assume you've been keeping an eye on those. What have you seen from Holiday, Callaway, and Malachi Weidman? What are you seeing from them in those settings?
The same thing that we've been seeing in camp. Those guys have a lot of talent, and we push them a lot. And within this receiving core, there's a lot of competition. So we just within the week we're competing, but when it's game day and it's that Friday before the game, we try to make sure everybody's on point, everybody knows the plays, and everybody's ready to go. So we're just waiting for that right time for them to just turn that curve and provide a lot for this team.
We'll finish with Jimmy Himes.
Josh, talk a little bit more about those young guys. Do you see a really good skill set, fast, run good routes, good hands? What do you see out of that group?
I see all of that. They're speed demons. They can make a lot of plays. We try to recruit people that can come in and play right away, and people that can help our team and help push our team to another level. So, when we see that on Sunday night scrimmages, you've seen it in the game with Malachi with his great jump and catch. So, we push them throughout the week. So then when it's time to come on Saturday, it just happens naturally.
All right. I think that's it. Thanks, Josh.
All right, thank you.
Reminder, we'll have coach
Thank you.
tonight around 6:30, 6:35.